How do you do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I've got a Modelo Especial, 4.4%. They do not list the IBUs. I'm going to take a shot at dark. I'm going to say there's 8 in there. Just shithouse and guess. That's what I think, anyways. They tell you on their website it's 4.4%. They tell you it's crisp, clean, and refreshing. They tell you to look for an aroma of orange blossom and some herbal notes. And you know what, by golly? They're not wrong. They're not, really not, man. You do get some orange blossom on the nose. It's a little herbal. Some might describe the herbal flavors as grassy, but yeah, there certainly are some herbal notes. I actually find this beer, in most Mexican beers, quite frankly, to be a little crisper and cleaner than their American macro counterparts. I do. I don't know why that is. I don't know. They all, maybe it's a time and place thing, but they all seem to taste a little crisper and cleaner. And price-wise too. I mean, this was $17.28 for an 18-pack. Even with tax, that works out to about $6 a 6-pack. So that's less than Tier 1 macros. Maybe a tad more, or right about the same as some second-tier macros. So price-wise, I mean, I would personally prefer this to any Tier 1 macro out there, to be honest with you. It's cleaner, it's crisper. Doesn't give me the shits. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, it's not bad. So I have got about 100 trying to stop the F-bomb, but once it starts, it's hard to stop. I've got about 100-degree day out here, and it's steamy as hell, man. I don't know if I can fry an egg on the sidewalk, but I can steam the hell out of one. I mean, that's the kind of weather we've been having. It was a long day at work. I'm tired. I'm ready to knock a few back. So I've got a couple lagers I was going to go through. I just brought out one because I didn't want it to get warm. You know, sometimes during the wintertime, you know, when I'm drinking a couple big stouts, you know, I'll just pull them both out and I'm sit by them because I don't care if it warms up a little bit. But beers like this, I really want as cold as humanly possible. So I'm just going to run and get it when I'm ready. Anyways. So I've got some of my good friends having a big shindig this weekend. A fiesta. Frank does some of the best carnitas known to man. His twist on it, though, is he smokes some meat. He's smoking 30 pounds of pork shoulder, he says. I'm looking forward to going over there. I typically bring various craft beers over there. They like to see what's in my cooler, but I said, I'm just going to go classic. I'm just going to pick up the 18-pack of the Modelo, and I'm just going to bring that over this time. Let's go all Mexican, baby. There must have been a Mexican in the woodpile somewhere for me. I got to tell you, man, because I just love Mexican food. I once had a guy, well, hell, I'm going to mention his name. Anyways, whether he wants me to or not, there's a great Mexican place in Springfield, Missouri called Tortilleria Purchase. It's a family-owned place. The mom originally did the cooking. I think she's since passed this torch because they've gotten rather big. The son handled the business, and Jesus. And they don't do this anymore, unfortunately. I guess it got a little costly. It was great when they were just kind of a small hole in the wall. Now they've become an actual Mexican restaurant. But they used to do these tortillas. They just not tortillas, but jalapenos. They would just kind of fry them a little bit on each side. He had a name for them. I don't remember what it was now. But when you do that, you bring the sugars to the surface. And I would just eat them by the truckload. And one day I was joking with him. I said, I do pretty good for a white guy. He says, no, you do pretty good for a Mexican, talking about how I can handle the jalapenos. So anyways, I do like spicy. It's funny, though, nobody in my family really likes spicy. You know, my oldest brother can eat some, but he doesn't like food really spicy, not like I do. And my dad, the only spice he used was pepper. Everything had salt and pepper in it. Other than that, not much else. He was pretty old school. My mom didn't really like spicy much either. So I'm not sure that but I mean, there must have been a Mexican in one pile. That's all I gotta say. Somewhere in those generations. I know I'm not politically correct. I don't try to be. There's nothing wrong with being politically correct. There's a lot of folks who want to tell you there is. Political correctness really stems from just being polite. When I say the things I do, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Now, if somebody's feelings get hurt, I will apologize for that. But I think that's the difference. I think of the people, most of the people that say they don't like political correctness aren't. That's not what they don't like. What they don't like is they want to have the ability to be mean and hurtful to people and have everybody be okay with it. They want to say the N-word. They want to drop other racial slurs and have everybody be okay with it. And anything short of that, they see as political correctness. That's not what political correctness is. Political correctness is just being polite. Having said that, I'm not usually politically correct. Just explaining stuff to you, man. Oh, shoot. You know, I will admit I haven't had this beer for a while. I typically only have it when I go to a Mexican restaurant. And again, I just picked some up because I know I was going to a Frank and Lou Rio shindig, fiesta. I'm Irish, so I say shindig. Irish American, I should say, because I guess a real Irishman wouldn't say shindig. But anyways, so I thought I'm just going to pick up some Modelo. My budget was tight, and the Modelo was relatively inexpensive. I got a couple other goodies in the fridge I'm going to probably bring along, but this will be the guts of it, I suppose. Frank always puts on a spread. He always does the main dishes. He's got the, like I said, he's doing 30 pounds of pork shoulder, and he's got a big green egg, man. He smokes it like nobody's business. I wish I had one, man. I do, I really do. And then he does rice and beans to perfection. So he just asks that people bring what they want to drink, and if you want, bring a dessert, some kind of sweet dish or snack or something. So I usually just bring some beer and my sparkling personality. Frank and I go way back. He's my oldest friend in Springfield. No, we met probably, I'm thinking 95, maybe 95 or 96, but it's been a good 20 plus years. It's been in that neighborhood, you know. It was funny. We both moved away. We met at work and became good friends at work, and there was just maybe 2 years that we knew each other when we were both transferred. I went to New Mexico originally, and then over to Texas, and he went to Arizona, and then we both ended up back here for different reasons. So right about the same time. He actually came back a little bit before I did, but I think I was about 6 months behind him. I think I left about 6 months before he did, and he came back about 6 months before I did. But anyways, he was out in El Paso, Texas. He visited me when I was working in El Paso, Texas, just after our son Seamus was born. So I've got some pictures that I posted a couple of a while back. Now that I'm talking about this, I'm going to post some again. Back when Frank and his wife Lou and his daughter Jade visited us at the time. Oh gosh, I'm going to start crying now. I get sentimental sometimes. I'm a sentimental old fool, man. I don't know if it's the age. I get a little more emotional. I was always kind of wound-tied anyway. It's kind of I don't know. I'm mellow but wound-tied at the same time. I've always been rather emotional. But anyways, seems to be getting worse as I get older. Sometimes I'll be watching a movie and start crying. Thinking, why am I crying? Anyway. But I've got some pictures. So anyways, I guess the point I was trying to make was there are some emotional ties, you know, that we ended up back here, and we're still friends after all of these years. We've had different political views over the years, and different thoughts on different things, and yet, still friends. And I think that's the problem. That's one of the problems, anyway, with society today. You can't disagree with somebody. If you disagree with somebody, all of a sudden you're their enemy. It used to be you could disagree. I mean, my best friend growing up, hell, we didn't agree on a whole lot of things. But we were friends at the end of the day, and people just aren't anymore. And you have these dating sites like eHarmony that want to match people on every level. I'll be damn honest with you. I'm glad my wife is nothing fucking like her. I don't understand people. Why would you want somebody just like you that agrees with everything you think? That makes no sense whatsoever. I know things now. I've seen things. I've done things now that I wouldn't have done with a person just like me. And the same goes for her. I mean, we've both expanded each other's horizons because we had different likes. I think at the heart of it, you have to have the same core values or it's just not going to work. But I mean, you don't have to have the same likes. You don't have to like everything the same. You don't have to want to be joined at the hip 24/7. I mean, no good comes from that. You need to have interests apart from the spouse. That's what brings you close. That's why you want to be together in the morning. That's why you want to be together at night. But sometimes it's good to not be together during the day. And I'm not talking just away from work, Anyways, it's kind of what I do, man. Tom, you're not doing a beer review. I know it's not really what I do, man. I just have a conversation. So there you go. I am going to finish this video. I thought about writing them both together, but I've got another longer I want to have with you. But since I've talked for 12 minutes, if I pop the other one, it's going to be like a 20-minute shot. So I'm going to end this video, give you time to get up, take a piss, and if you want to watch me again, you can. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, all around good guy. You betcha.